Hello viewers and listeners, once again, my name is Mbogo Milton Kefas. We are back again for commerce. This session we are going to look at factors responsible for the growth and development of commerce. Maybe we shall have a review. From inception we find that man has gone through stages. From biblical perspective or historical perspective, man initially was not commercial. When you read the story of creation of man in the Genesis, book of Genesis in the Bible, Adam and Eve were created and put in the Garden of Eden, and they were provided with everything. Then when you go to history, the early generations were not that commercial. So with time, man has become commercial. So we are going to look at these factors that have generated into these commercial activities. What are they? One, the differences and increase in the volume of human wants. They become diverse, whereby you find that you cannot be self-independent and sustaining. Therefore, need to buy and exchange. So, therefore, this results into the exchange of goods and services. Then two, the diversity in natural resources. Different communities and societies have got diversity, differences in the resource endowments. This one either stifles production capacity or perfects or strengthens the level of production. So when we have communities having different resource endowments, it results into exchange and production of goods and services between the different countries and areas. Another factor is that of specialization. Specialization is a situation where you find individuals and the societies concentrating in production of those items where they are better positioned at. When you produce one or a few items, you are unable to produce other items, or you leave it to those individuals and societies that can afford to produce them. So in the end, you end up exchanging what you have to obtain what you are unable to produce. Another factor responsible for growth and development of commerce is the international relationship. This one has got a political connotation where we have nation developments, territorial areas becoming independent states. So it means that exchanging goods and services across frontiers and boundaries has to go through formal points, like the custom points. This one constitutes into international trade. Therefore, with the development of states, independent countries and nations, it became imperative that goods had to go through cross borders at the custom points, being termed into international trade. Then also, another factor is that of the improvement in the transport and communication systems. This one eases linkage between communities. It improves on information flow. Like nowadays we talk of the globalization. You have to just connect to any part of the world by use of a clicking of a button, either on your smartphone or the computer or laptop. Then also introduction and development of money and banking services. Initially communities used it to exchange goods directly through barter systems, but with the evolution of banking and money services, it led to greater production of, quick exchange and faster development of commercial transactions. Another one is that of the introduction and development in the technological areas, whereby you find that improvement in systems of production fastens the production rates. So when production is stepped up, the surplus has to be dispensed off through exchanging between communities. We are done with the factors responsible for the growth and development of commerce. Let's just look at the roles that are played by commerce in the development of Uganda's economy. What contribution is commerce making to the development of Uganda's economy? One, acquisition of business skills has led to employment of many people in the various economic activities, directly and indirectly. Some are engaged in production, others are engaged in the distribution and service delivery. Then another contribution is that of improvement on the standards of living of the society. This one is manifested in the increase in the volume of goods and services that people can afford to have. Like, for example, we have a diversity of goods and services onto the Ugandan market. Another factor, or the role that commerce has played into the development of the Ugandan economy, is the bridging of the gap between producers and consumers, whereby these two endpoints in the chain of flow of goods and services link up. Producers are linked up with consumers through commercial activities, through trade activities and distribution. Then also we find that commerce has encouraged the specialization in the various activities resulting into mass production. Whereas mass production, the end result is exchange of goods and services between the different entities. Then also we find that commerce has led to the creation of awareness in the public about the processes, presence of goods and services on market through especially advertising services. Then also we find that the commerce has facilitated getting capital from finance institutions. Borrowers and investors get money from finance institutions in form of loans. If you want to increase on the production capacity of your farm, you get that funding from the banks and other financial institutions by way of borrowing. Then another one is that commerce has facilitated or equipped individuals with the basic skills and commercial languages that are necessary in carrying out commercial transactions. Like we said, in the importance of commerce, we looked at being familiar with commercial languages. Therefore, this one enables people to be free with interaction and conduct of business activities. Another one is that commerce creates a favorable business environment or atmosphere by protection of business activities through insurance services, whereby there is increase in investment confidence, where people undertake risk ventures, knowing that if there's anything that happens, unfortunately, they can get compensated through insurance. I think for today, that one is enough. Subscribe to our channel, Tower Academic.